Hello, my name is Uncle Menu and this is the Restaurant Booming Femme. Today we are going to be discussing 4 strategies that will help you to get, or you may consider if you want to get a productive result from your restaurant marketing and sales, particularly the marketing part of your restaurant. Because a lot of restaurants this time do not market intentionally. This is Africa and we understand the market, so we are dealing with the market directly. So a lot of the restaurant owners that we know and a host of others do not intentionally market their restaurant, but we'll come back to that in a minute. A friend of mine just said recently that he has come to understand to a certain level now that freedom of speech may exist in every society or environment, but the problem is that freedom after speech has refused to be guaranteed. And you know the reason for that. It totally depends on what you say. That was my response, and it is practically the same with restaurant marketing across places, provided your business is concerned. You tend to market for those of you who intentionally do that. Others don't just do it and they rely to whatever the sales of the day produce. But you find out that there is freedom of marketing, but the result now that follows the marketing is what is also not guaranteed. Because of what again? It totally depends on what you do, how you do the marketing. So I think it is time we stop wasting money or wasting the little budgets or resources that your business is producing on marketing if you have not been able to define the goals of the marketing you want to launch. Of course, there are so many reasons why you should market your restaurant, and a lot of those who are even marketing intentionally now market also for so many reasons. I will come back to the 4 strategies you should consider to define the goals of your marketing process. But from our own engagements and experiences, you find out that most restaurant businesses actually market their restaurant for the most ridiculous reasons. I'll give you an instance. Some actually market their restaurants because they want to feel good, they want to show their friends that they are very serious in their business, and so you find out that most of the time they place advert because a lot of people call them, family, friends, relatives, they call them to congratulate them, so it makes them feel alright. So from time to time they put advert to tell people out there who know them directly that their businesses are booming or are doing very well. So it becomes a reason. I know it may sound somehow, but that's actually a reason why some restaurant owners actually market their business. And the second reason why some people also market their business is that they feel it is normal to market. So I own a restaurant, and from time to time I just try to market my restaurant. So it's a normal business ethics because others do it. So it's normal in business, that's their belief. It is normal, so they just do it. No goal, no aim, no intention to achieve specifically from this particular marketing process. So they just do it because it is part of business and it is something that every other business owner do. So they just do it. You also find people who also market because their competitors are doing it. So if there are people they are particularly looking at and they find them maybe placing radio ads or radio advertisement or jingles, or maybe placing ad on television, or even inviting some influencers to their restaurant to put their name out there on the social media, they immediately rush into that. So they are monitoring their competitors and they do just exactly what the competitors do. All these things are simply sources of resource wastage. I call them resource wastage because any moment you do not have a defined goal for which you are launching any marketing process, it will be difficult to produce significant results in that marketing process. So in this video, we are going to be discussing 4 strategies that you should consider. These are the things that will inform the actual process you should even use, because you know that this is the particular result I intend to achieve from this marketing process. So it gives you an insight into the kind of processes you should use to make sure that in the end you have a productive result from the expenses you made for such a marketing process. Number 1 of the strategies is to increase the number of customers that you have in your restaurant. If you want to market and the intention is to increase the number of customers you have in your restaurant, can't you see it gives you now a direction on what to do? So number 1 strategy or goal, however you may want to refer to it, for you to run any kind of marketing you're going to put some resources in, it must be defined. So it could be to increase the number of customers that you have, in which case you now sit back and say, okay, fine, how do I achieve increasing the number of customers I have by this marketing process I want to pay for or I want to spend on? So if you sit down and ask yourself this question, you will now know what exactly to do with that marketing process, and you look out for specifically increasing the number of people who dine in your restaurant. The second reason why you should also consider, or the second reason or goal or strategy you should consider any moment you are paying or spending any amount of money at all on marketing, is to see how you can increase the number of what or the size of items that people buy in your restaurant. Assuming you already have enough customers who come in and you still want to step up, then you should be considering increasing the size of their purchase, the size of what they buy on daily basis. So your campaign or your marketing now should be asking some questions, and that question should be, how do I increase the number of purchase or the size of purchase of these people I already have? In which case you don't need to look out for customers outside again. You are now working with the people you have, and that informs the marketing process you should take to achieve that, so that when you are spending, you know you are spending specifically to see how you can increase the size of purchase of your existing customers. Another goal or strategy that should inform your marketing process now should be to increase the frequency of whatever they buy on daily basis. How often do I bring them in? How often do you want them to be coming back? You want them to come back as often as possible to spend or give you that money they have. So how do I get these people to come back often and on? So that goal alone is what, of course, should inform the process you should take to achieve this. And finally, you may also want to be marketing because you want to increase the price of your menu item. There are strategies you need to also apply. In the subsequent videos, we're taking note of some of these things. We will come back again to pick each of these goals or each of these strategies one after the other and give you tips on how you can achieve them. Assuming you want to increase price of your menu item and you want to run a marketing campaign to help you achieve that, and you want to do it without that particular exercise causing any harm to your business, there are things you need to do. So if you want to increase price, then you should look for a marketing procedure or process that will help you achieve increment on menu items. So you don't just spend money, make budgets for marketing, and you don't have a goal you set to achieve. So what we are saying is there are 4 goals or 4 strategies that should inform whatever marketing process that you are launching, so that the marketing process will be very productive and profitable for your business. And we're saying it is either you are doing this particular thing to increase the number of customers, you pay attention to it, focus on it, and then make sure that your budgeting will produce the results you want. Or you want to increase the size of their purchase, you focus on that, make sure that the expenses you are making for this marketing process is geared towards increasing the size of your audience purchase, and this time around you are working with the people you have already. Then thirdly, you could be doing it to increase the frequency of their coming in and out of your restaurant. So you focus on that. Make sure that the processes you are selecting are processes that will yield such a result, or that you want to increase the price of your items on your menu. You also focus on that. Make sure that the processes you have selected and spent on are processes that will achieve increasing the price of your menu item without affecting your business. Like I said, we will still come back to this and we'll give you detailed tips on each of these 4 strategies and goals and processes, so that whichever one you want to achieve, you will now know exactly what you should do and what you should not do, so that you can spend less even and then still make your marketing campaigns or processes very productive, very profitable. Like we always say, please do ensure that you leave your comments in the comment section. Those comments are very, very, very important to us, because it simply tells us exactly what you want and how we can serve you better. Again, we would want you to give this video a thumbs up to assist other restaurant owners and managers out there who need this information to do better in their business. It is our interest to see you succeed, to see you grow, to see you expand your outlets as quickly as possible. Thank you very much.